the day. Find out in this story of wolves, witches and giants called Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a girl called Little Red Riding Hood. One morning, her mother asked her to visit her granny as she was ill in bed with squonk. She would take her a cake and some honey to cheer her up. Little Red Riding Hood was always pleased to visit Granny and promised that she would stay on the path and never speak to strangers in the woods. Off she went, skipping down the narrow track that led her to Granny's house, but in the excitement of chasing a moose, she found she had lost the path as well, and now was hopelessly lost. "Hello, little girl, and what's your name?" "Little Red Riding Hood," came the trembling reply, "and my mummy says I'm not to talk to strangers." "No, except sweets, either?" "Nor except sweets either," repeated Red Riding Hood as she made to dash off. "Wait a minute, not so fast," said the wolf, blocking her path. "Oh, please don't hurt me, Mr. Wolf," said Red Riding Hood. "I'm on my way to visit my sick granny. Look, I've got her some cake and honey." "Yummy, yummy honey," said the wolf poetically. "Would you like me to carry your basket for you?" That was very kind of the wolf to offer, thought Red Riding Hood, reflecting that the age of chivalry was not yet dead. Dying, but not yet dead. "No, that's okay. Granny only lives in the little cottage by the stream, so it won't take me long to get there." "It won't take me long to get there either," said the wolf under his breath, which was putrid. Little Red Riding Hood set off again towards Granny's cottage, while the cunning wolf took a short cut. In next to no time, he found himself at the door of Granny's cottage. With Red Riding Hood nowhere in sight, he rapped on the door. "Go away," said Granny in her usual welcoming tone. "But it's Little Red Riding Hood. I bought you some cake and some honey." "Cake and honey, my favorite. Let yourself in. I'm watching TV in bed." Carefully, the wolf pushed up the latch and sprang at poor Granny. I'm afraid that Granny never did see the end of her favorite Australian soap. The wolf put on the old lady's reading glasses and bonnet and slipped down into the bed to await the arrival of Little Red Riding Hood. Eventually, she reached her granny's cottage, ran up the path, and knocked on the door. "Who's there?" said the wolf. Red Riding Hood was surprised by her granny's voice, but remembering she was ill, she put it down to a severe infection of the bronchial tracts, which actually reached down to her knees. "It's me, Little Red Riding Hood. I brought you some cake and your favorite honey." "The door is not locked. Let yourself in," said the wolf. "This is gonna take some thought," he said, as he tucked himself up in bed so well that only a little bit of his horrible hairy face was showing. Little Red Riding Hood undid the latch and walked to the foot of the bed. She was curious about the shape of her granny. "Oh, Grandma, what big arms you have!" "All the better to hug you with, my dear." "Oh, Grandma, what big ears you have! All the better to hear you with, my dear. But Grandma, what big eyes you have! All the better to see you with, went on the wolf, beginning to tire of this verbal dueling. I'm tired of this verbal dueling. But Grandma, what big teeth you've got! All the better to eat you with, said the wolf as he sprang from beneath the bedclothes at Little Red Riding Hood and tried to gobble her all up. But the young girl's legs were too quick for the greedy wolf, who by now was completely tangled up in Granny's bedclothes, sheets, nighties, bloomers, and knitted bed jacket. She darted into the larder as the grizzly wolf clawed and growled at the door. "Help! Help!" she screamed through the little window in the larder. "The wolf is trying to gobble me up! Please, somebody help me!" Her cries carried to a nearby forest clearing where a woodcutter was busy sharpening his axe. This was not the first time the woodcutter had been troubled by the wolf. Only the week before, the wolf had pinched his cheese sandwiches, so this time he would do for the wolf once and for all. "Don't worry, help is on its way," he cried and headed toward the old lady's cottage. And not a moment too soon, as the wolf frantically tore at the larder door. "Oh, please, help me!" cried out Red Riding Hood as the woodsman smashed down the front door, freed her from the larder, and turned on the wolf. "Oh, this is looking pretty bad for me." As soon as the wolf saw the axe, he flew through the door with the woodsman chasing after him. Chop! Oh, there goes one leg. The large lumps of hairy wolf tail flew in the air. Chop! There goes the other leg. Again the wolf got an unexpected haircut. Chop! And there goes my nose. Again fur flying in all directions as the wolf disappeared over the horizon. Having vowed never to talk to strangers and never to leave the path, Little Red Riding Hood set off home, stuffing herself with cake and honey. "I'll get you for this one day, you see."
What is the most dangerous creature in the animal kingdom? The bloodthirsty shark? The slippery snake? The growling grizzly? Oh no! It's the evil goldfish!
Oh, please, do calm down.
Weekdays at 4:30 on the CITV channel!